Alright everyone, here is our problem. This is the last type of problem that we left off with the last time I saw you on Wednesday, which seems like forever ago. I guess it's almost 2 weeks. So here was a similar type of problem that we played with before we all left. And I want to see if you remember how to do it. Now in this case, remember that we are dealing with a number in front here, which we don't typically like. It makes the problem a little bit more difficult, but we have a remedy for that. And if you remember how to do the remedy, I suggest trying it now. And if you don't, you can just follow along here. Remember, at any time you can pause the video to try to do the work yourself, and then check it by continuing to hit play. So here's the first step that I have you guys do. And if you remember what this is for, this is so that we multiply the 3 times the negative 8 in this case. Now we rewrite the equation as x squared plus 5x and a negative 24. So we do this because it makes it a little bit easier, because now we have a 1 right here, which is what we like, but we don't usually draw. And so we will keep it like this so we can factor it. Now, if you would like to use one of your tool tips, something like the X method, right, where we multiply to the top and we add to the bottom, you can do that. So negative 24 is what we're multiplying to, and we are adding to 5, a positive 5. And so we need to think of two numbers, one that's here and one that is here, that multiplies to a negative 24 but adds to 5. And again, you can pause the video and see if you get this correct, and if not, you can just plug them in. And so the number that we are looking for is 8 and negative 3. And you might be thinking, well, why is it not the other way around? Why is the 8 not negative and the 3 is positive? But if you look, you can see that when we add these together this direction, the 8 minus the 3, we get a positive 5. And if we switch that and we had negative 8 and a positive 3, we would get a negative 5. So the sign is very important, right? One of the tricks that we like to remember is that when this number is whatever sign this number is right there, that is going to be the larger of the two numbers. And in that case, the 8 is the largest number. So moving on, we will write our parentheses in. We know the only way to get an x squared is x times x, and we will just write our factors in, plus 8 and a negative 3. And if you remember our almost last step here, you will remember that there is another step we have to do. Now again, if you are feeling confident with this, you can pause again right here, and if not, I'm going to give it away. And that is, we need to do the opposite. We have to divide by that 3. So we multiplied earlier, and now we have to divide both of them by that 3. Now on this side right here, 3 divided by 3 gives me a 1, which is fantastic. And over here, 3 does not go into 8 evenly, and so we take it and we move it to the front, which is something we'll realize why later, but math people may understand why. So we will rewrite this as 3x plus 8 times x minus 1. And that is equal to 3x squared plus 5x minus 8. Sorry for the penmanship, I do not have a stylist, so the first couple videos until I buy a stylist from somewhere, since I'm not going to the stores, will have to be with my finger, unfortunately, which we all know is not going to be as accurate. But I hope you enjoy this video. I miss you Algebra 1 students very much. I hope you guys are being safe and staying inside and keeping occupied. There will be more videos to come, but this one is the first one.